Hey friends, this is The Social Tea, and I'm Sharonda Lee. I talk about all things social, including celebrity news, reality shows, what's going on in pop culture, local news, and more here in these YouTube streets. We know folks always get in their feelings about what's said here on social media, so I must say what's stated here is alleged, my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Friends, make sure you visit my website at www.thesocialteatalkmedia.com and also follow me on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, also known as X, and TikTok. Also check out my podcast, The Social Tea Off the Air, on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or Spotify. Now, before we get into it, make sure you hit that notification bell, like, share this with everyone you know, and subscribe. With all that being said, relax, get comfortable, and let's get into the tea.
So, Love and Marriage Huntsville moving forward in 2024. A lot has happened since this show premiered, and I believe 2018, 2019. A lot has happened. One thing about Love and Marriage Huntsville is this show has layers. Layers upon layers. You can literally do a case study on this show and the cast. But let's start out with Kimmy. I'm gonna save the best for last. Let's start out with Kimmy and Maurice. What I do believe about that marriage is both are unhappy. And I say that you can look at Kimmy and tell that she's not happy in that marriage at all. Anytime you need an emotional support dog because your husband is not emotionally supporting you, and like I said, with us content creators, it's just, some things are hearsay, some things are fact, some things are rumors, but in my observation, I don't believe she's happy at all. I think that Kimmy is a woman of a certain age, and not saying that she's like old and hagged out and done for, but I don't believe she's happy because the way the marriage started out. Kiowa, which is Maurice's ex-wife, stated that the way they started out was her and Maurice wasn't done. They were still married. And in my head, I'm like, Kiowa is remarried to a whole nother different person. Why would she say that? There's no reason for her to say that. So I believe it's true. Kimmy even stated it. That they weren't all the way divorced yet. So, you can't get mad at us for, talking about what's been said. I believe that, in fact, that marriage or that relationship was probably built on a sexual attraction. Kimmy was into, just like a lot of side chicks are. Not saying the wife, because I've been a wife. Not saying the wife can't get down and dirty, but men put their wives on a different pedestal than their side chicks. It just is what it is. Kimmy was doing some stuff that Maurice was used to, and he liked it, and it was confusing him, and it is not confusing him, but it was cluttering his mind as a him trying to get back with Kiowa, because like Kiowa said, they were working on their relationship or getting back together, and he probably played both Kiowa and Kimmy, and at the end of the day, Kimmy won out. But what did she really win? Because anytime your husband tell you to roll over and take the D while you have cancer, that's not somebody that's emotionally supportive, and it shows. in every which way imaginable. Now she's in a situation where she's playing mom, and she's a stepmom, but she's playing more of the mom than the mom is, because his son is living with them. That's something that she really didn't want, because she knew that Maurice wasn't really going to do his part. She knew who she was marrying. You know what I'm saying? And so I just think that relationship, I don't think Maurice is 100% happy either. I just don't. Anytime you make fun of your wife, not having any hair because she has cancer, and then you be like, she is admirable because y'all both suffering together because you can't have sex, so she's suffering because she has cancer and she needs to roll over and take it. Yeah, he don't really love her like that. Now, like I said, I've been rolling back the seasons, and you can see how his face lights up when he was actually talking to his ex-wife on Zoom. Don't take it from me, go look at it. I just don't think that marriage is what it's cracked up to be. I think that they save face for TV. Moving on to Marcel and Tisha. That's just explainable. Marcel is a chauvinist. Tisha is really insecure because her husband feeds on her insecurities. She's so wrapped up in, I've been the one who's been married the longest and on here, and her husband really don't love her. Cause truth be told, out here in these streets, these rumors have been said that man been cheating on her since they've been together. He ain't never been faithful to her, and I believe it. I just believe Marcel, is good at what he do. He's good at cheating. He's good at hiding. He's good at cheating with people who don't want to be found out. He didn't cheat with him and Maurice don't cheat with people like Ariane. They cheat with people that got something going for themselves, or either people that's married. Hey, and I also believe that Kimmy and Tisha know this. Just like on a earlier season, Tisha said off camera, as long as Marcel is not embarrassing me, I don't care what Marcel do. Y'all go check that out. I want to say it was like season 2 or season 3, some season around there. But she said that, and Mel has not told a lie yet that we can say she lying about something. But Tisha said that. I don't think Tisha happy. I think Tisha, in a certain sense, she does want to be the Mel and Martell, or the Mel and Martell that was. Unless a woman comes out and say flat-footed, I mess with Marcel, Tisha ain't gonna leave him. But I will tell you this. Marcel will leave Tisha before Tisha leaves Marcel. I believe that 100%. He will leave her before she leaves him, because she's so wrapped up in marriage being her identity. And I believe that Marcel will leave her first before she leave him on the last season, when they came up with that whole fake pregnancy situation, and he basically was looking at her like, how you gonna get pregnant by your husband? How you gonna get pregnant if your husband has a vasectomy? Like he was full on ready, waiting to leave her. Yeah, like I said, I don't believe at all for 1 minute that Tisha will leave Marcel under any circumstances. Hell, even if a chick come out and say she messing with him, I don't think she'll leave. But like I said, Marcel would leave her. And what showed me that is this last season with the fake pregnancy situation, and how he was basically like, oh, it can't be mine because I got a vasectomy. And look at all the things that Tisha go through when it comes to Marcel, and rumors of him cheating. But the clear thought of her possibly cheating, he out. Yeah, that man got one foot in and 1 foot out. I don't believe that he'll stick it in with her. Um, Going into what other couples on there? The Fletchers. They're a new addition to the show. I like them, but at this point, I'm gonna need the Fletchers to stand on business. I'm gonna need them to stand on business when it comes to Mel and Martell, because Martell has done too much. They always say, "Oh, we're not gonna take sides. We're not gonna take sides." But yeah, y'all need to take sides. This man has been locked up. This man has shown that he is capable of putting out revenge, pee on his wife. This man has, you know, AB'd his kids. Yeah, y'all need to stand on a side. Y'all need to pick a side. Like, real talk. Like, and if they don't pick a side, if people on this show don't pick a side, I already don't like them, but I'm really gonna feel some type of way. And when it comes to Chris and Nell, I think that I'm gonna be looking at them more because they were supposed to be counselors for Mel and Martell. So if they don't pick sides, I'm done with them. They need to pick sides. Cause right, and it's not about, yeah, it's about picking sides, but it's about picking the side of right versus wrong, because it's just wrong what he doing. And if you can't stand flat-footed and say this is wrong, then you're for it. And I feel like a lot of people won't pick sides when it comes to Martell. It's because Martell got dirt on everybody. That's one thing about him I say is smart. He knows some dirt on everybody. Um, as far as the Fletchers and Nell being the thing that came out with her being a side chick, and now I will say this, you know, it came out that she was a side chick. Do Nell look like the side chick type? No, she don't. But who knows when she was younger what she was doing, who man she was trying to take. We'll find out more about that um when the season, starts up. Um Stormy and Courtney. Stormy need to pay people she owe. Like Stormy needs to pay people she owe. Um And I don't think they need to bring her mama back on. We're done with mothers. If they're not like Miss Van, don't bring them on. Like Courtney mom, I can see her and Miss Van were like kind of like kindred spirits, to the fact that they weren't with the bull, the BS, the shits, as far as, being into mess like Miss Wanda and Miss Betty. Yeah, we don't want that. We want mothers that are actually mothers and grandmothers, and people who don't engage in the bullshit of it all. No, we don't want that. Um, and who else we got? And then I'm thinking they're gonna bring Destiny back, because we all know that Destiny ex-boyfriend Moses, which is really not his name. He looks good. Don't get no problem. He is fine. But her ex-boyfriend is now married to one of the Love and Marriage Huntsville producers, Sonny Minks. That is shady within itself. I don't even know how that's gonna work, how that's gonna go. Who even knows how that situation gonna go? One of the producers now married to one of the castmates' ex-boyfriend. Like, that's crazy. And rumor has it that, um, well, it's not a rumor because Moses said it, that Destiny was a side chick and he knew her. He was messing around with her on and off for 15 years, which come into play as to why LeBerick probably made Destiny get a DNA test for their son that they had. Now, let's just roll it back, because Destiny, this happened within the past, year or so? Last year, she was messing with Moses. And so he said, as of last year, she was still messing with Moses. Well, was it 2024? Okay, as of a year, she was still messing with Moses. But anywho, so if he said he messed with her for 15 years on and off, she had to still be messing with him while she was married to LeBerick. Hence why, maybe, allegedly, LeBerick found out, hit her with the DNA test and the divorce. That's probably why they wasn't married long. And mind you, if you go back, Destiny and LeBerick, they had a long distance relationship for the majority of their relationship. And when they moved in together, that was the first time that they were really around each other 24/7. So I believe it. I believe it till I don't believe it. And so that's the drama that's going to be around there. Of course, we know Tiffany and Lou, they're no longer on the show. I don't know if Kiki is going to be on the show. What I'm feeling is, I'm feeling like Kiki is not going to be on the next season. And that's her fault. And I like Kiki. I have, kind of talked to, sent her stuff in the comments and had little brief, very, very brief conversation with her. But I like Kiki. But where Kiki messed up is talking to that other content creator. We know who he is. Lisp. That's all I'm going to say. She shouldn't have fell for the okie doke when it came to that. When it came to him, she should have just stayed in her little island over there by herself and just been on the show and not really, shared any other thing and about Mel or whatever. Like I said, I still like Kiki. I hope she's back on next season because I feel like everybody can, redeem themselves. And I feel like her cousin, Tisha, was hating because she didn't want Kiki to outshine her on the show. She didn't want her cousin to come on there and outshine her because, mind you, Kiki can talk better. Kiki has a charisma about her that Tisha just does not have. Hence, this is why she doesn't really like Mel. Because Mel has a charisma, she can command a room. And Kiki can too. And I just hate that her storyline was such a mess on the last season. Like, yeah, everybody, not everybody. I have had family members that struggle with substance abuse, and I felt like they should have put some type of disclaimer or something when it came to her storyline. They just didn't. I just think they did her an injustice. I also would like to know, as far as her being on Crime Stoppers, what's going on with that. I mean, there's still more to find out when it comes to Kiki, but do I think she's going to be on this next season? No, I don't think she's going to be on this next season. Who else? Martell. Martell and Mel. That's the stars. Well, Martell ain't no star. He a falling star. That nigga's a shooting star. No, he just, so Mel and Martell, what I think is gonna happen when it concerns them. Now, we're up in this big uproar because people don't know whether Martell is going to be on the show. Martell is definitely on the next season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is why Carlos is quiet. This is why Martell has kind of been in hiding. This is why nothing has really been said much about Martell. It's because Martell is most definitely on the next season. Watch what I tell you. He's on the next season. And what I believe is going to be more of the same. It's going to be more of the same, trying to get Mel and Martell in a room together. But my thing is, you have all these other people in the cast. Why not talk about their storylines and their lives? Because I hate the fact that Mel's literal real life is what built the show. Let's just keep it a buck. Mel's real life is what really built the show for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Not saying it was interesting before we found out Martell was really out here doing what he did, but I think what made their story kind of unique is they were going through a whole infidelity in their marriage, but Mel had to constantly deal with this bird of a side chick, and I don't think we're used to seeing side chicks be as vocal and as disrespectful as her. And without the husband taming that shit, like, we was like, what? He let this bird talk? So I think that when it comes to Mel and Martell, I don't think that Mel is ever going to film with him again. I think he's going to be popping up and showing up to where Mel is. Martell is going to be Martelling. He's going to be doing more of the same. And then when the bird sees it on TV, she's going to get upset. She's going to go to TikTok. That's her favorite place now. Or she's going to go to Instagram. And she's going to be supposedly spilling more tea. But I'm thinking, why she don't never spill her tea? Like, why she don't never tell anything outside of what we already know? And then she's claimed that she doesn't want to be on the show. I don't get it. She said at one point that producers was going to pay her for her and Knox or Knox to be on the show. Girl, that was your opening to get on the show if they was going to do it. Why you didn't do it? Why you didn't do it? That was your way to finesse your way to get on the show. Because mind you, you had the baby out of spite. So let's just be honest. Do you really care about your child anyway? Because you had him in a crazy environment anyway. So you really used him for clout. So why not jump on the cloud and do what you wanted to do anyway, was to get on the show? I don't think that she would ever be a good fit for the show. And I'll tell you why. She claims that she wants to be on the show to tell her story and tell it like it really was, but for real, there's nothing more to really tell. There's little here and there's, but there's nothing really big to tell. She wouldn't fit. I will give all of the people on the show, when it comes to their business, we don't like Tisha and Martell, but they do business. Now they do bad business, allegedly, but they have a air about them. And what I mean is, how can I explain it? They have a certain quality or a look about them. They don't look ghetto and hood. That's just keep it a buck. Same thing with Marcel and Kimmy. They don't look hoodish. They look middle class. They look like they come from something. Ariana, on the other hand, she doesn't. She's a hood rat. Like just imagine them having a girls' moment and Ariana sitting at the table with them. Like, she would stick out and be like a hood booger. Now, I believe if she was ever on the show, she would probably dress and play the part. But she's a bird. Like, I just don't see that ever happening. I don't even want it to happen. If it ever happens, I'm out. I'm done with Love and Marriage Huntsville. And the only reason why I am still 10 toes on this show is because Mel is there. The moment that Melanie walks away, I'm done. And some people say they're not watching because it has become so toxic. Yes, I do agree with that. But at the same time, I feel like, why does she always have to take the fucking high road and walk away from something that she built? Like, no, let these bitches fall down to the wayside. Excuse my language, but let them fall down to the wayside. This her shit. This ain't their shit. This her shit. And it goes with Carlosking too. Why does Mel have to walk away from some shit? Why is everybody trying to make her walk away from some shit that she built? Fuck them. They need to walk away. And until she walks away from the show, I'm going to be watching it. I'm going to be reviewing it. And that's what it is. But that's what I think that's going to happen in 2024. It's going to be more of the same. They're going to throw in a new mix because Lou and Tiffany are not there. They threw in Sunny Meeks. And Moses. And then I think Kiki is not on there. They threw Destiny. Destiny's coming back. But that's how I think the show is going to go. They're going to stir up the pot with the Sunny Meeks and Moses situation, and everybody's going to have their 2 cents to say about it, on top of they need to start showing some of this real life stuff that's happening behind the scenes as far as Martell getting locked up. They say his Tasha's K interview is supposed to be on the show. See, that's the messy shit I be talking about with Carlosking. Oh, yeah, we're going to put on the Tasha K interview, but you can't never go on your channel and actually talk about your show. And I'm glad that they turned that shit with him and Dr.Heavenly down. I'm glad. How you going to talk about all of Bravo? How many shows he got on TV? Like, well, is Love and Marriage DC? Yeah, that's on TV. What about Love and Marriage Detroit? I haven't heard anything about that. You got Bad and Bougie. What else? That's 3. And then you got Love and Marriage Huntsville. You got 3 or 4 shows on TV, and you don't talk about them at all. You built a whole YouTube platform on talking about Bravo. Just go fill out a job application and ask for your job back. Like, because it makes no sense. You're supposed to be building your own brand, but you steady talking about, and I think he missed the nostalgia in the yesteryear of being on Bravo. Because yeah, don't get me wrong, Bravo is a great network to be on. And what would be amazing if Melanie left OWN and get on Bravo. Like, y'all think she hot now being on OWN. Y'all definitely gonna hate the bitch if she ever gets on Bravo and becomes a housewife, because it's over. It's over. And if I was Mel, I would never get Carlos King near interview if I ever got on Housewives. Ever. I'm not saying that Mel's not hot now, but that's just like the next level of being on reality TV. Once you get on the Housewife show, she already got her own fan base. Like, she coming with shit. It'll be over. But that's just my 2 cents. I really, had to take a step back, because I did start, content creation this time last year. I had a lot of issues with my sound from my old videos, and, a lot of my devices that I was using were faulty, and it was just like life just happened. Life was lifing out here, so I'm back with this. But I can say, yeah, Love and Marriage Huntsville, you need to take a woosah, because this stuff will literally have you like over the head sometimes with how all of these people on this show is. And I just feel like Mel, if Mel don't have another storyline, she's allotted that. Like, and I hate people, oh, she's not, nay, and Gator mouth. Oh, she's not really bringing nothing to the table. I'm the tea. Bitch, you not the tea. You a hoe that slept with a married man. And that woman is allowed to tell what happened in her marriage. It's not like you were a bitch that she didn't know, and she just talking about you. No, that was her marriage that you interfered in. Like, go make it make sense. You will never be on that show. You don't even mix with these people. Hell, I'm 40, and my 18-year-old has more common sense than this freaking bird brain. And it's like the audacity of you to think that somebody owes you anything. And that's her problem. She want to spread her BBL ass and just get paid off of that. And her looks alone is not going to get her a paycheck, because she is not that cute. I wish people and these pick-me's to stop getting online and they're telling this girl that she cute because she's ugly as fuck. That girl is not cute. A filter is supposed to enhance how you already look, not change you into a whole fucking different person. I remember I showed my brother, like, was she like, he was like, oh, she look alright. I said, no, look at the before. He was like, oh, yeah. Makeup is supposed to be an enhancer. When you wear wigs or weaves, that's supposed to be an enhancer. You're not supposed to be a totally new person when you put the shit on. You're not supposed to be out here doing sorcery, because some chicks be doing sorcery. They supposed to know it's you, or an essence of you. That girl is not cute. And she suffers from severe self-esteem issues. This is why she's holding on to Martell. Because he's clout. He's clout for her. She's the closest thing to stardom that she'll ever see. And they need to check, instead of worrying about what the hell Mel doing, he need to get a DNA test on that baby, because that baby don't look like him. Hell, mind you, Martell has dominant genes. All his kids look like him. All of them look like each other, but just the one-off baby don't even look like the rest of the kids. Even if the mother's not the same, at least you can see some type of similarity. You don't see nothing. But yeah, Love and Marriage Huntsville, new season 2024. It's going to be more of the same. They're going to throw in the mix the Destiny. They're going to throw Destiny in the mix. They're going to throw her ex Moses and the producer in to try to stir up the pot. And if Mel don't do anything else but sit around and watch other people's drama, she's allotted to it, because her storyline is what catapulted the show to be as popular as it is now. So if she want to sit this one out, I think she could.